Makes me want to do the robot this morning.
I'm excited about that story.
Yeah, me too. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show here. I'm Eric Connor.
And I'm Stella Escobedo. Let's go ahead and check in with Netta now for a look at our forecast. Good morning. The robot.
There's the robot. I always feel like it's going to be a good day when Eric does the robot. So there you go. Also a good day because look at our view. I mean, this is so beautiful. We have the high clouds coming through, waiting for that official sunrise. It's at 6:42, but look at that glow. Ooh, yeah, we got the yellows, the oranges, the reds and purples all coming in. Otay Mountains east-facing camera. What a gorgeous sight. San Miguel's view as well, looking towards the east. How pretty is that? Our sky is lit this morning. Jenny, how are the roads?
Oh, lots of good stuff, meaning your travel times are fine. CHP not reporting any crashes. One minor thing, 78 at Idaho, you may notice that those traffic lights are blinking black and red.
We are going to do the right thing by our children, following the science.
They need to be able to make their own personal medical decisions with their kids, especially for this vaccine that it's very new.
Support your parents, set an example for your students, show them how to think critically, how to look at both sides of this issue without predisposed notions.
This morning, San Diego Unified will move forward with a COVID vaccine mandate for all eligible students 16 and older and staff. It comes after people made their voices heard outside district headquarters while the board held a virtual meeting inside, which was initially supposed to be held in person.
The board only allowed 1 hour for public comment, and each person had 1 minute to speak. News 8's Evan Arani is live in University Heights with how we got here as well as what's next.
Good morning. That's right. We're outside of the Board of Education this morning where there were protests outside in person as well as, of course, in that virtual meeting where 60 people spoke. Now, after that public comment portion, San Diego Unified did unanimously vote to pass that vaccine mandate, now joining Oakland Unified and Los Angeles Unified as a school district in the state of California to now require those vaccines for students. The board saying they followed science.
It's against our Constitution. It's against parental rights. We have a right to choose what goes inside of our body.
We need to keep all of our students, their families, and our staff alive and healthy.
Now, following their unanimous vote to require vaccines, school board members say science guided that decision to mandate the COVID vaccine for eligible students and employees. While medical exemptions will be permitted, exemptions based on personal beliefs will not be permitted. Students who are not vaccinated without an exemption will now be provided at-home learning options, while district employees who are not vaccinated risk termination. Leading up to last night's virtual meeting, hundreds of opponents to the vaccine mandate demonstrated in front of school board headquarters. Many were also given a minute to speak during the meeting itself. District leaders say that while the vaccine mandate passed, eligible students and San Diego Unified employees will be required to be fully vaccinated no later than December 20th. That is the new date on the books now, where all students and staff who are eligible to be vaccinated will be vaccinated. Now, it's also worth mentioning that for the students who are going to be attending in-person instruction and who are not eligible by the FDA to be fully vaccinated, they're still going to be required to go through mandatory testing along the way. The organization Let Them Breathe, who vowed to sue the state of California, they sued the state over their mask mandate, now yesterday announced that they will be suing San Diego Unified because of their vaccine mandate. So still a lot more to come on this. Hundreds of people gathering outside of the Board of Education here yesterday evening, and throughout this morning, still much of that conversation continuing on social media after San Diego Unified unanimously voted to pass that vaccine mandate. Outside of the Board of Education, I'm Evan Arani, News 8.
Evan, thank you. Jury resumes deliberations today over whether to send convicted cop killer Jesse Gomez to death row. Final arguments were laid out yesterday. Gomez was found guilty earlier this month of murdering San Diego police officer Jonathan de Guzman and wounding his partner back in 2016. While there is a moratorium on executions in our state ordered by Governor Gavin Newsom, Gomez can still be sentenced and sent to death row.
Both a San Diego police officer and a suspect are hurt this morning after exchanging gunfire. This happened yesterday evening in the Choyas Creek area just off University Avenue. Police say they were trying to pull a motorcyclist over during a traffic stop, but he refused to stop. Officers chased him when he jumped off the bike, then he started running. The police say he fired a gun at officers, so one of them returned fire. One officer has minor injuries. No word on the suspect's condition. Today, the Encinitas City Council will consider a proposal to relocate a safe parking lot for the homeless. The current site allows homeless individuals to stay overnight in their cars at a small parking lot in the center of the Leech Tag Foundation's agricultural property. It's being operated by Jewish Family Service, who spearheaded the program. Now JFS is asking for the site to be moved to the city's community and senior center parking lot. It would be run under the same restrictions and hours with no more than 25 cars and on-site security guards. New this morning, more help is coming for homeowners and renters.
Yeah, this comes as the state eviction moratorium is set to expire tomorrow. News 8's Chris Groh is joining us now with how the state is taking action and the local event that's actually happening later today. Good morning, Chris.
Yeah, good morning, Eric and Stella. Locally, there is help on the way today, but on the state level, the governor signed dozens of bills aimed at helping end the housing crisis. And we're also seeing SDPD and the San Diego Housing Commission teaming up to help those struggling to pay the bills. Of course, paying rent and paying mortgages have been constant issues during the economic crisis that the pandemic brought on. So at this event, qualified applicants can get rental assistance through the city of San Diego's COVID-19 Housing Stability Assistance Program. But then they're also going to be able to have some help paying some bills. SDPD has its own bill discount and payment assistance programs that people will be able to help sign up for at this event at Logan Heights Library later today. Now, yesterday on the state level, the governor took action aimed at helping Californians struggling to find a home. He signed dozens of bills, all with the intent of helping solve the issue of not only affordable housing and developments, but also those just trying to find a home. Governor Newsom says the bills will provide 84,000 new units by expanding and streamlining the production of affordable housing. Legislation also strengthens accountability for local governments and works to advance equitable housing policies.
The state administers a portion of those $7.2 billion. It does not administer all of it. Increasingly, we're distributing more and more of it as many cities are now turning over that responsibility. State, LA, being a recent example of a city that decided to allow the state that privilege.
Yeah, and so look, that local event will be happening at the Logan Heights Library from 4 to 6 p.m. Meanwhile, next week, Mayor Todd Gloria here in San Diego will ask the City Council to approve of a $5 million legal aid fund. The fund will exist to help renters and tenants under the threat of eviction. Eric and Stella.
Chris, thank you for that. Let's go ahead and check in with Netta now for a look at our forecast. How's it looking?
It's looking good. I do actually want to get straight to our weather cameras because right now our east-facing view is so pretty. Look at this. This is Otay Mountain looking towards the east. We still have a little bit to go for that official sunrise, but 6:42 will be our sunrise time. And until then, I mean, this glow coming through those higher level clouds, it's putting on a show. So if you live in East County, I would advise just peek out your window or watch us because we have these views for you. But yeah, most of our east-facing cameras are looking pretty impressive right now. Your weather headlines include this: mostly sunny in the 70s for this afternoon. We do have a bit of a fire danger that's going to start tonight and really peak tomorrow. Dry, hot, sunny weather through the end of this week. It's going to stay pretty warm for this weekend, just not as dry. So here's a look right now. This is another view from San Miguel out towards the east where you see the yellows, the oranges, pinks, and all kinds of pretty colors. 67 degrees if you are downtown San Diego. That's where that weather station is. A lot of you, though, waking up to a little bit cooler weather. 58 in Poway, 54 in Ramona, 55 in Alpine. So with some of that clearing going on, you can see in the mountains, you're in the 40s. So we do have that chill in the air this morning. Now, high clouds are coming through mainly from a trough to the north, and then our winds for now are onshore. But I want to show you what's expected later tonight. We're going to see a shift in our wind direction, and that's when our weather pattern will totally change. Our wind really determines a lot here. So we're going to get a drier north-northeast wind. That's considered a weak Santa Ana wind event. It'll start tonight and peak tomorrow. So tomorrow will be our driest day. Temperatures are going to warm up. After today, we will be inching towards 90 degrees for inland areas. Today at the beaches, upper 60s, low 70s, inland mid to upper 70s. But tomorrow, even our coastline will be working its way towards the low 80s. And yes, 90s will be making a comeback. I'll explain why that's going to be happening coming up here in your full forecast.